Taxes are supposed to fix inequality. For most of us, they just make life more expensive. Here's what they tell you about taxes. They're your contribution to society, your civic duty, the price of civilization. Sounds noble, right? Except it's a lie. Taxes don't fix inequality, they enforce it. Let's start with Adam Smith. Again, Smith warned about taxes on necessity. He said, when you tax the things poor people need to survive, you're not taxing their wealth, you're taxing their existence. But that's exactly what we do. Sales tax on food, on clothes, on medicine. You can't opt out. You have to eat. You have to survive. So you pay.
Meanwhile, the wealthy, their wealth isn't in groceries. It's in stock, real estate, offshore account, and those barely get taxed at all. Capital gains tax, lower than your income tax. Property you live in, taxed every year. Property you invest in, tax advantages everywhere.
Here's the real trick. They convinced you that tax complexity is natural, that loopholes are too complicated to fix, that offshore havens are inevitable. But it's not complicated, it's design. Every loophole was lobbied for. Every exemption was purchased. Every haven was negotiated. The tax code isn't confusing by accident, it's confusing by design. Because if you can't understand it, you can't fight it. And then there's the burden. You get taxed on your paycheck before you even see it. Income tax withheld, payroll tax taken, sales tax when you spend what's left. 3 layers of taxation just to exist.
But corporations, they pay taxes after deduction, after exemption, after creative accounting. Amazon paid 0 federal income tax for years. Profitable years. Billion-dollar profit years. You paid more in taxes than Amazon. Let that sink in. And they call it efficiency, market efficiency. When a factory closes and moves overseas, that's efficiency. When your job disappears, that's progress. When entire towns collapse, that's creative destruction. But here's the question nobody asks. Where's your compensation?
The market became more efficient. Shareholders got richer. You lost everything. They promised the gains would trickle down. They lied. Smith actually warned about this too. He said, when the market creates winners and losers, society should compensate the losers. Otherwise, it's not efficiency, it's just theft with better PR. But we never compensated anyone. Your factory closed? Here's a tax credit for retraining, for a job that doesn't exist, in a field that's already saturated. Meanwhile, the company that fired you, tax break for moving overseas. You're not just paying taxes. You're paying for your own irrelevance. You're paying to fund the system that made you obsolete.
Paying for roads that are falling apart, schools that can't afford teachers, infrastructure that crumbles, while corporations get subsidies to leave. And here's the cruelest part. They frame it as your responsibility. You didn't pay enough taxes? You're a freeloader. Corporations didn't pay taxes? They're job creators. You need assistance after losing your job? You're dependent on the government. They need bailouts after crashing the economy? They're too big to fail. 2 different vocabularies for the same action. When you need help, it's welfare. When they need help, it's stabilizing the market. When you don't pay taxes, it's a crime. When they don't pay taxes, it's tax optimization. The system isn't broken. You're just on the wrong side of it. Taxes were supposed to be progressive. Those with more pay more. But when wealth is in assets, not income, the rich pay less. When corporations are people, but offshore accounts aren't taxable, the powerful escape. And you pay on everything. Your labor, your purchases, your property, your existence. They'll tell you taxes fund civilization, but look around.
Crumbling infrastructure, underfunded schools, no health care, no safety net. Where did your taxes go? Corporate subsidies, military contracts, bailouts, tax refunds for companies that never paid in the first place. You're funding a civilization that doesn't include you. So next time someone tells you to pay your fair share, ask them what fair means.
Ask them why you pay 3 layers of tax while billionaires pay 1. If that, ask them why efficiency
never compensates the efficient. Ask them why your contribution is civic duty, but their avoidance is smart business. The losers always pay because the winners wrote the rules. Subscribe. Next, ideology, the sanitization of harm.